Hi everyone, it's Angela. Just thought I'd do a quick video for you. This is Dawn's new Enchanted Windows collection. One of the designs, and I have popped it onto the moulded paper. Got my bag. I've put some white gesso on, and then I've started to go around with a bit of Stamperia shadow. Let me just attach it to my overhead, and I thought I would actually see if I could video it while I was doing it rather than taking photos as I go along. So fingers crossed I do not turn this off while I'm setting it up, and you'll be able to see it. There we go. Hopefully you've got a bit of a view there and I can manage to video you. Don't come in. Right, sorry. That was just me. I should have really got myself better set up really, but I just couldn't wait. So I've got my bag. I've lined it with, I've got cardboard and a poly pocket, which I've just used to stop anything from sticking to the other side. Gessoed it with white gesso to prepare it because I had a design on already. And I've got a bit of water and the Allegro black paint, shadow actually, so it's like a grey. And I've just gone round the edges with that, so it's a bit like watered down. And I can fill in anything I feel like later on. I found some really old Dawn Bibby stencil paste. I don't know where I've had that for years, but do you know what? I thought I could use a bit of silver and a bit of pink. So I'm going to just pop a little bit on my glass mat next to me and see what this looks like on as well. Why not? This is completely experimental and just me having a little play, but I thought you might as well join me while I did. I am by no means any expert in doing mixed media things like this, but I just like to give it a go. Now I found some very pink paint, which I don't know where I got that from, but I'm going to mix that with the silver, I think, to be something that's a bit more, oh, that'd be nice. Look, I think that's going to go lovely. So I'm going to go around that edge as well. So I'm just starting off with a little bit of mini preparation. I can go and do a bit more of this sort of bit later, can't I? And show you what I've done. But I just thought that maybe I would show you a little bit of what I do. I'm quite liking that pink. I'm going to just concentrate on this side at the minute because and I quite like it where it's mixed in with the silver, because I'm going to get a little bit of a sheen on that as well, aren't I? I've still got quite a bit of white bits showing through because of the gesso underneath, but I didn't know what colour I was going to do, so maybe I would have been better doing a black, but it's fine. I'll get that all filled in and covered up at some point. So I'm not going to do too much of that at the minute, because what I'd like to do is stick this on and blend it in to the colours that I want to use. So that's what we'll do now. Put the lid on that silver just so I don't lose it. And I'm just going to get rice paper glue, or mixed media glue. You can use anything like that, or you could use your Mod Podge stuff, but I'm just going to go for it. I've got an old brush here as well. I might be changing to something else because there's not much of this left. You can get like fabric stuff, but I've just used what I've got. I'm sure it's going to work. Fingers crossed. Just going to put a bit down on this surface first. Probably get a sponge. And I'll put a bit on the back of the rice paper as well. This old brush is so grippy that it's not really doing it for me. So have I got another sponge somewhere I can use? I do indeed have sponges. And where are they? things here. Let me use one of those. Just use like a makeup sponge or something if you want. I just find I like to use sponges. I don't always do this bit, sticking loads of nice paper glue on the back as well, but I just want to make sure it sticks down. I'm sure it will. And I don't want to get... That's lovely. There we go. And I'll just try to get that down a bit. Now, what I'm wondering about is whether my printer ink, because my printer's not the best, whether it's going to run or not. What I'm going to do is swap to my mixed media glue for a minute. I'm just going to... No, not going to do any gluing yet. Let's just have a go. I'm sure that's going to stick, and I'm going to be fixing it down later anyway, aren't I? With a thing, like a Mod Podge or a seal. I think that'll be all right. Just give it a little wipe and check it's not running. I think I seem to be okay there. Now, maybe want to just sort of mingle it into the edges a bit. So probably what I'm going to want to do is have a bit of black to come out into the pink and the silver, maybe some green, pink and green, and other colours, and purple. But let's just get some of this grey. I don't seem to have black. I think I had some somewhere, but Wesley used a lot of it for his artwork one day. So I'm going to go for this kind of black colour at the minute, this grey colour at the minute. And I'm just going to go over my edges a wee bit. So they're going to mingle in to this background. Sorry if you're getting any noise from that little bag that I've got inside. I'll try and hold it down so you don't get the same kind of noise that's going on. Dawn just sent me this today and said, oh, if you're doing any preparation for lives, here's a couple of images of the new collection. And I couldn't wait. So I'm running out of printer ink, but I managed to get a little bit out for doing this. I'm just going to go around the edges to mingle the design in. And I might be bringing a few other colours in, just so, because it's a bit more of a greeny grey that I've got rather than a black. If I can find a black, I might actually go and do a bit of that as well. But it might just quite a nice little bit of a thing to play with today. I like to get my fingers in as well. There we go. So I've just got that merging into that background there. What I really would like to do maybe is have some of the pinky flowers around as well. So that's what I need to find. And when it's all done, I will be sealing it all down. But I just thought you might like to see the start of the project. Quite liking this bright pink as well. I think it's looking nice with it. Let's get a bit more of that bright pink. Where did I put my bright pink? Bum, bum, bum. Just pop some here. It's just normal acrylic paint that I'm using. I'm not using any fabric paint. I think Dawn has got some fabric paint on her page. And when I've done these before, I've tended to sort of use a canvas bag, but I thought I'd use this today. So I'm getting quite a lot of texture from the background, aren't we? And what we really need is for our lovely mixed media queen, Julie Rankin, to do a video. And Julie, you can sit here, video yourself and not even talk if you don't want to. But I'm sure your knowledge would be much appreciated, your expertise. I'm really just like a beginner, but I'm somebody who's not frightened to just have a dabble and have a play and just go for it. I'm quite liking all the pink going on in this bottom corner. And I don't want it all just to be pink. So I'll probably bring in another colour as well, because we've got a bit of blue and purple in that top corner. I could probably do with another little. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a little bit and then I'll come off and just show you as a little tempting, a little bit of temptation for this evening. Oh yeah, let's have a bit of purple in there. You don't want it as bright, just water it down a bit with your because I've got that purple sky up here. I think that'll be lovely. So tell you what I need, Dawn, I need some of these little flowers that are around here, so that and blow them up a bit, and that would be lovely as sort of an extension of the picture. Do you see what I mean? Please, can I have those? Because they would be really nice. I know you've only sent me a few little bits today, so I don't know what, I might be looking rubbish, but I think you get the idea. I'm just going to play with it and I'm going to keep going on with it, and I'm going to see what flowers I've got that I could bring in to just make this a bit more interesting around it as well. What I often do then is I might do a bit of stamping, if I can find sort of stenciling with a bit of paste, a bit of glitter. But there you go, I've made a start, made you a little tempting taster video, hopefully. And when it's all done, I will be using like a sealing, the sticky gluey stuff. So all these kind of mixed media, rice paper glue and mixed media glue and kind of Mod Podgy stuff. These are all the ideal things that we need for carrying on with the project. But I just wanted to give you a little mini taster, and I wanted to get started. But I really want that to extend out, so I might print it again, even if that means that I just get a few little of the flowers around just to extend it out. And where it looks like, you know, you can see the glue and things underneath that and it's a bit funny coloured, that should all settle down once it's all been sealed and done. But there you go, a small little taster. I hope it's sort of starting to make sense to you, and let's finish it off another day. Maybe I'll finish it off on a live, or I'll do a little bit and then start again. But I just thought, seeing as Dawn sent me something, I would have a little go at tempting you to the collection. And I'll show you the other colour of this. This like a 2-pack. This one is a lovely green as well. Beautiful. There you go. So that's a little bit of a taster, and hopefully a little project that we can carry on doing together. Okay, bye everyone. See you tonight on Dawn's Live, 7 o'clock. Bye. Sunday the 10th it is today. I need to change my need to change this, look. I like to keep this on my desk when I'm doing my lives, so I know what day it is, and then also you know what day it is on the video if you're watching it back. Okay, bye everyone, see you later.